Today we will start with this question, like average velocity in case of a projectile. I'll just pose a problem, I'll discuss the basics, and I'm going to solve this problem in two different ways. First one, let me just explain the question. Suppose this is a horizontal ground, an object is projected with a velocity of, let's say, 20 root 2 at an angle 45 degree. What is the average velocity for the duration of 3 seconds? If it is projected, you know that the projectile is destined to trace this path and fall over here. Let's assume after 3 seconds the projectile is somewhere. Let's say after 3 seconds the object is here, or it can be here also. It doesn't matter. And after 3 seconds if the object is here, and how are we going to find the average velocity? For that you need to know what average velocity is, and then we will be able to find out the average velocity. What is average velocity? You know that average velocity is nothing but the total displacement by total duration. So total displacement by total time taken. That's what stands for average velocity. You can find average velocity in case of uniform motion, in case of uniformly accelerated motion, or for non-uniform motion in general. You can find out that. So the average velocity, based on this definition, if you work out, two major things we will come up with. One is uniform motion and the other one is uniformly accelerated motion. What is uniform motion? If an object is going with the same velocity and it does not change its direction, it does not change its magnitude of the velocity, that means speed, it does not change. In the same direction with the same speed it is going, that is uniform motion. If it is going with uniform motion, what do you expect? Suppose if you go with the same 40 km per hour speed for 1 hour, then at any point of the motion your velocity is 40 km per hour. And in 1 hour you would have covered 40 km. So total displacement is 40 km and total time taken is 1 hour. You will get 40 km per hour. So this is what the peculiarity with uniform motion. In uniform motion, you find velocity at any instant. We call this instantaneous velocity will always be equal to average velocity. In case of uniform motion, instantaneous velocity is equal to average velocity. That is going to come up here in our problem too. And then the second thing, uniformly accelerated motion. That means acceleration is constant. You drop any object or you throw any object and the gravity is acting on it. The gravity is constant. The acceleration due to gravity is constant. In such case, in uniformly accelerated motion, the velocity, the average velocity is nothing but the velocity at the beginning plus velocity when you finish the motion by 2. Finish the motion in the means it finished the observation. So the initial velocity plus final velocity by 2 equal to average velocity in case of uniformly accelerated motion. So as I told you, I'm going to solve this problem in two different ways. We will solve both of it. Okay. Suppose when you project a projectile and the object goes from here to here in 3 seconds, let's say in 3 seconds. So the average velocity, how do we find out that? This is the initial point, this is a final point. You have to connect the initial point and the final point with a straight line. This is the displacement. Then how do we find this displacement? You have to know in 3 seconds what is its horizontal displacement, what is the height of the projectile. If you know the height of the projectile, and that means y coordinate and x coordinate, you will know the displacement, because this displacement is root over x square plus y square. First we will use this method and then we will use the simplified method. First, what is the x coordinate value and then the y coordinate value? You know that horizontally, if an object is projected with a velocity of u, I'll just draw this separately here. If an object is projected with a velocity u, then its horizontal component and vertical component, you know that if this angle is theta, if this is u, this is u cos theta, and this is u sin theta. This is horizontal component and vertical component. We have done enough of projectiles already. If you don't know still, please go through those videos and come back here, because if horizontal the horizontal displacement x is given as horizontal velocity into time taken. Horizontal velocity is u cos theta into time taken, because horizontally the motion is uniform. I'll write this: horizontal motion is uniform. But vertically, the velocity is u sin theta, but gravity is acting downwards. Hence, the displacement follows this rule. S is equal to ut plus half a t square. Half a t square. S is our vertical displacement. Initial vertical velocity is u sin theta, as we said here. So it is u sin theta t plus, here gravity is acting downward, so a is actually minus g, so it is minus gt square. Then let's find out the horizontal displacement and the vertical displacement. The vertical displacement is u sin theta t. What is the velocity with which it is thrown? 20 root 2. At what angle it is thrown? 45 degree. U sin theta t is, so 20 root 2 into sin theta is sin 45, which is 1 by root 2 into time, the duration. So you want to find out the y value after 3 seconds. So it is u sin theta into t minus half into g into, approximately g's value I am taking it to be 10, and t square, which is 3 square. So these two will be cancelled. So it is 60. 30 into 20, 3 into 20 is 60, minus this is 5, 3 square 9, 9 into 5 45, so that is 15 meters. So if you project at with velocity 20 root 2 at an angle 45 degree, after 3 seconds the ball comes here and its y value is 15 meters. What is the x value? The x value is u cos theta into t. U cos theta is 20 root 2 into cos 45 degree. Cos 45 degree is 1 by root 2 into t, 3. So you are getting 60 meters. So this distance x is equal to 60 meters. Then what is the total displacement? Because average velocity is total displacement by time. In this case, total displacement is root over x square plus y square. So it is root over x square, that is 60 square, plus y square is 15 square by duration of time 3. So this is going to be equal to 60 square is 3600 plus 15 square is 225 divided by 3. If you work this out, and you will get around 20.61 is the average velocity. So the average velocity in this case is 20.61 meter per second. But there is a second method to it. But that second method is according to this that we are going to do. So I hope you have understood this. So you have to find out the x coordinate and y coordinate. You'll be finding the distance between the shortest distance from initial point to final point is the displacement, and that displacement by time taken, that total displacement in 3 seconds by time taken 3 seconds will give you average velocity. That has come out to be 20.61. But what is the second way of doing it? The second way of doing it is, so let me rub this off. So the same thing, the body is projected with velocity 20 root 2 at angle 45 degree. Then it has got horizontal velocity and vertical velocity. Then after 3 seconds the projectile goes this way and falls, and the object is here. So if this is u, we know that this is u cos theta, or initially 20 root 2 into 1 by root 2. So initially horizontal velocity is 20 meter per second. The vertical velocity is u sine theta. So u sine theta also 20 root 2 is u. Sine 45 degree is 1 by root 2. Then if you cancel this out, you know that it is 20 meter per second. So the initial velocity of the object u initial equal to initial horizontal velocity plus initial vertical velocity. Horizontal velocity is along the x-axis direction and vertical velocity is along the y-axis direction. Then this initial velocity vector equal to 20 I cap plus 20 j cap. That's done. What about the final velocity? After 3 seconds the projectile comes here. So its horizontal velocity, if here it is u cos theta, you know that horizontally the projectile's velocity does not change. What are the important points we have seen? Let us collect it back again. This is u cos theta still. But vertically the gravity is acting downwards, so velocity equal to u plus at, because if acceleration is there we have to use this equation u plus at. What is the vertical velocity after 3 seconds? Vertical velocity after some time is initial vertical velocity, which is u sine theta, and acceleration downwards g, so it is minus gt. This is the general expression for velocity after t seconds, the vertical velocity after 3 seconds. After some time the projectile is here, its horizontal velocity is still u cos theta, but vertical velocity is governed by this relation, which is u sine theta minus gt. So after 3 seconds the projectile is here. So we want to find out the velocity, average velocity after 3 seconds only. So this is our final velocity. So the final velocity of the projectile is actually, it is still u cos theta only. U cos theta means 20 root 2 into 1 by root 2. We are still getting 20. What about u sine theta minus gt? U sine theta is 20 root 2 into sine 45 1 by root 2 minus g is 10 into t. T is 3 seconds. So this is 20, 3 into 10, 30. So 20 minus 30 is minus 10. So final velocity is 20 meter per second still in the horizontal direction, but 10 meter per second in the vertical direction. So it is 20 I cap minus 10 j cap. So this is initial velocity, this is final velocity. Let u stands for initial velocity, v stand for final velocity. What is average velocity? Average velocity, because this is a non-uniform motion in general, it is initial velocity plus final velocity by 2. So this plus this, u plus v. So 20 plus 20, 40 I cap, 20 minus 10, minus 10 j cap divided by 2. That means 20 I cap minus 5 j cap. That is what the final velocity. So final velocity in the vector form we are getting, then the magnitude of that average velocity equal to root of x component square plus y component square. X component square is 20 square plus y component square is minus 5 whole square. So 20 square is 400 plus minus 5 whole square is plus 25, so plus 25. If you find out root of 425, you will still get 20.61 meter per second. That is how we are supposed to find out average velocity. So let us summarize the important points that we have come up now. Number 1, your average velocity is the total displacement by time taken. You have to find out the total displacement by time taken. In case of uniform motion, average velocity is initial velocity, in case of uniform motion, average velocity and velocity at any instant, we call this instantaneous velocity. Average velocity and instantaneous velocities are same. Then in case of uniformly accelerated motion, average velocity is equal to initial velocity plus final velocity by 2. You see here, we said here horizontal motion is constant. See, velocity here also 20, throughout the motion it is 20. So velocity here also 20, here also 20. If you take the average, initial plus final by 2, you will get horizontal velocity is still 20. So velocity at any instant also 20, the average velocity is also 20. That point we should remember. And these are the two different ways of solving this average velocity problem, and in case of accelerated motion. But there is a separate category called uniform motion, the split uniform motion, that we will be taking in different video.